Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, GTR Math Tutorial. So for today's video, we will discuss another solution of linear congruences using the Chinese remainder theorem. Okay, so we will use two methods in solving this. First one is the Chinese remainder theorem, and then we will verify this using the division algorithm. Okay, so we have three linear congruences. X is congruent to 3, modulo 5, x is congruent to 4 mod 6, and x is congruent to 5 modulo 7. So to use Chinese remainder theorem, first condition is the modulus must be relatively prime. So we have 5, 6, and 7. The GCF of 5, 6, and 7 is 1. So therefore, this is relatively prime. So we can use the Chinese remainder theorem. So the formula for Chinese remainder theorem is x is equal to, so we have three linear congruences. So we have a sub 1, and then capital M sub 1, and then times its inverse, plus a sub 2, capital M sub 2, times its inverse, plus a sub 3, and then capital M sub 3, times its inverse, and then modulo M. M is the product of, this is M sub 1, M sub 2, M sub 3. Okay, so let's write the given a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3. So that is equal to 3, 4, and 5. Okay? So we have 3, 4, and 5. And then we have small m sub 1, m sub 2, and m sub 3. So these are the modulus 5, 6, and 7. So we have 5, 6, 7. And then we have capital M sub 1, M sub 2, and M sub 3. We can find this by, let's solve first the value of M. M is the, capital M is the product of M sub 1, M sub 2, and M sub 3. So we have 5 times 6 times 7. So that is equal to 5 times 6 is 30 times 7. So we have 210. So M sub 1, the formula for M sub 1 is capital M over small m sub 1. So that is equal to 210 divided by small m sub 1, that is 5. Okay? So 210 divided by 5. So that is, if we divide 210 by 5, the answer will be 6 times 7. So that is equal to 42. Okay? And next, for m sub 2, we have 210 over the m sub 2 is 6. 210 divided by 6. So when we divide by 6, the answer will be 5 times 7. So that is equal to 35. And then for m sub 3, we have 210 divided by m sub 3. That is 7. 210 divided by 7. So the answer to that is 5 times 6. That is equal to 30. So now, we will solve the inverse. Inverse of 42, 35, and 30. Modulo 5, 6, and 7, respectively. Okay? So we have m sub 2 inverse and m sub 3 inverse. Okay? So we will just use trial and error for finding the inverse since our modulus are small. Find first the inverse of 42. Let's solve the inverse of 42 modulo 5. And then we have 35 modulo 6. And then last we have 30 modulo 7. Okay, so just by trial and error, so to find the inverse of this, so we have 42, let's say, times the variable x congruent to 1 modulo 5. For this one, we have 35x congruent to 1 modulo 6. And then we have 30x congruent to 1 modulo 7. So just by trial and error, we can substitute 1 to 4 to this to find the remainder of 1. So 42 when x is 1, 42 divided by 5, the remainder to that is 2. When 42 times 2, the answer is 84. 84 divided by 5, the remainder is 4. So let's try 3. When 42 times 3, we have 126. Okay, so the answer to this, the inverse of 42 is 3. Since 42 times 3 is congruent to 1 modulo 5. 42 times 3, the answer is 126. And we know that 126, when we divide that to 5, the remainder to that is 1. Okay? So the inverse of 42 is 3. Next, we have 35x congruent to 1 modulo 6. So let's try 1. 35 times what number will give a remainder of 1 modulo 6? 35 divided by 6, the remainder, when x is 1, the remainder is not 1. The remainder is 5. So let's try 35 times 2, that is 70. When divided by 6, that will not give a remainder of 1. So let's try 35 times 3, we have 105. 105 divided by 6, the remainder is not 1. So let's try 4. 35 times 4, we have 140. 140 will not give a remainder of 1. So let's try 35 times 5. We have 175. 175 divided by 6. Okay, so 35 times 5, that is equal to 175. And 175 divided by 6, that is equal to 6 times 29 plus 6 times 29 is 174. So, plus 1. So, the inverse of 35 modulo 6 is 5. Okay? Since the remainder is 1. Okay? So, next we have 30x. 30 times what number will give a remainder of 1 modulo 7? So, let's just try substitute x as 1 up to 1 less than 7. So, 1 to 6. So, let's just by trial and error. When x is 1, 30 divided by 7, the remainder is 2. Okay? When x is 2, we have 60 divided by 7, the remainder is not 1. When x is 3, we have 90 divided by 7, the remainder is not 1. When x is 4, 30 times 4, we have 120 divided by 7. Ayun, so when x is 4, we have 120. 120 is equal to 7 times 120 divided by 7. We have 7 times 17. 7 times 17 is 119. So this is 120. So the remainder is 1. Therefore, the remainder or the inverse of 30 modulo 7 is 4. Okay? So we just solved that using trial and error because again, the modulus are small. Okay? So now, we just substitute all the given to this Chinese remainder theorem. Okay? So substitute the values of uppercase M sub 1 and its inverse and the A. So therefore, we have x is equal to A sub 1, we have 3 times the inverse of M sub 1 and its inverse, so 42 times 3 plus A sub 2, so we have 4 times M sub 2, uppercase, and its inverse, 35 times 5. Plus A sub 3, we have 5 times M sub 3, and its inverse, so 30 times 4. And then we have modulo M. Our M is 210. Okay, so simplify this. 3 times 42. 3 times 42 times 3 will give us 378 plus 4 times 35 times 5, we have 700 plus 5 times 30 times 4, we have 600 and then we have modulo 210. So add all of this, 378 plus 700 plus 600, that is equal to 1,678 modulo 210. So now what is the remainder? When we divide this, the remainder is x is equal to 1,678 modulo 210. So let's just divide 1,678 is equal to 210 times divided by 210. The answer is 7. So 210 times 7, that is 1,470. So this is, so we subtract 1, 6, 7, 8. So the remainder is 200, 208. So x is equal to 208. So this is the solution of this linear congruence. Okay? 208. Okay, so let's verify if we got the correct answer, 208. Let's substitute to our trilinear congruence. So the solution is x equals 208. So we will verify this using the division algorithm. But first, let us check if 208 is correct. So 208, that is equal to 5 times what number? 208 divided by 5, we have 45. 5 times 41 plus 3. Okay? Correct? The remainder is 3. So 208, that is equal to 6 times 208 divided by 6, that is equal to 34. 34 plus 4. So 6 times 34 is 204. So the remainder is 4. Okay? Next, we have 208. That is equal to 7 times 208 divided by 7. We have 29. 7 times 29 is 203. So 5 less than 208. So the remainder is 5. Okay? So therefore, 208 is the correct answer. Okay? So now, another method in solving this linear congruence, we can use the division algorithm. Okay, so let's solve using another method. We will start with the largest. We start with the largest modulus 7. So x is congruent to 5 modulo 7 implies that x is equal to 7 times integer, let's say integer k, 7k plus 5, where k here is any integer. And then, we will substitute 7k plus 5 in this second linear congruence. Okay? So, we write this as 1, 2, and 3. So, substitute 7k plus 3 in number 2, substitute in x. So, we have 7k plus 5 is congruent to 4 modulo 6. Subtract 5. So, we have minus 5 to both sides. 7k is congruent to 4 minus 5. We have negative 1 modulo 6. We will replace negative 1 by a number that is divisible by 7 by adding and or subtracting 6. So, it's obvious, it's easier if we subtract 6. If we subtract 6 to this, we will have 7k congruent to negative 1 minus 6. We have negative 7 modulo 6. So now we can divide both sides. Divide both sides by 7. We will get k is congruent to negative 1 modulo 6. If we want to have positive residue, therefore, this is the same as k is congruent to negative 1 plus 6. We have positive 5 modulo 6. So this means, in division algorithm, k is equal to 6 times an integer, let's say L. K is equal to 6L plus the remainder 5. Okay? So, k is equal to 6L plus 5. We will substitute this into k in this equation or in this linear congruence number 1. So, therefore, x now is equal to 7. The value of k is 6L plus 5. So, we have 6L plus 5 and then plus 5. Simplify, x is equal to 7 times 6. We have 42L plus 7 times 5. That will give us 35. And then plus 5, 35 plus 5, we will have plus 40. Now, we will substitute x is equal to 42L plus 40 in this linear congruence. Substitute into this. So, therefore, we have x is 42L plus 40. 42L plus 40 congruent to 3 modulo 5. So let's solve for L. Solve for L, we have subtract 40 to both sides. So cancel this, we have 42L is congruent to 3 minus 40, we have negative 37 modulo 5. So modulo 5, we replace negative 37 by a number that is divisible by 42. Notice that if we add or we subtract 5 to this, modulo 5, so we can add or subtract multiples of 5. So when we subtract 5, we will get 42L is congruent to negative 37 minus 5. We have negative 42 modulo 5. So we can divide now both sides by 42. Divide both sides by 42. Therefore, the value of L is congruent to negative 1 modulo 5. So we make this positive by adding 5. So L is congruent to negative 1 plus 5. We have 4 modulo 5. And this implies that L is equal to 5 times an integer. We have used KL. Let's use M. 5M. L is equal to 5 times M plus this remainder 4. Okay? So, we will substitute now 5M plus 4 into this, into L. Okay? So, the value, we will substitute this in 5M plus 4, we will substitute into this, 42L plus 40. The value of L is 5M plus 4. Substitute into this, so we have X is equal to 42. The value of L now is 5M plus 4. 5M plus 4, and then we have plus 40. So, simplify this. 42 times 5, we have 210M plus 42 times 4, we have 42 times 4 is 168 plus 40. 168 plus 40 is equal to 208. So, therefore, we got the same answer. The value of X is 208. When M is equal to 0, this is 0. The answer, this is the least positive integer solution, 208. Okay? So when M is equal to 0, M is any integer. When M is equal to 0, the value of X is 208. So same with our answer using the Chinese remainder theorem. Of course, the general solution is 208 plus 210M, where M is any integer. Okay, so that's all. So I hope you learned something from this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye!